tutorial, I am going to be showing you how to create a visual soundbite within Buzzsprout. Now, Buzzsprouts, no, sorry, not Buzzsprout, soundbites even, are those little things that you have, it's sometimes called an audiogram. You'll see them in stories on LinkedIn, on, Instagram. It's basically when you've got the little sound wave going across, and they are brilliant to promote your episode, because we know that soundbites can actually improve the listenership or the downloads for a particular episode by up to 7 times when you are sharing a soundbite, because it just gives people something to listen to, and then they think, oh, I'm intrigued, I want to know more. And it's a bit easier to listen to a soundbite than it is to maybe flip through a carousel. So this is my latest episode with the lovely Sadie Hewlett. This was a really, really fun episode that we did. But on my episode page, you can see that now it's gone live. I can click on this little button here of create a visual soundbite. So you need to have the episode already uploaded and either published or scheduled. It needs to be saved in some kind of way. So I'm going to click on create a visual soundbite, and I will come to this page, and it's telling me to create my visual soundbite of 60 seconds or less, because it is a soundbite. It's not half an episode. You are just trying to tease people and entice them into your episode. So you've got the player bar here, and what I would actually recommend when you are editing is to make notes at certain times when you think, oh, that's a really interesting 20 seconds, or that's a really good minute's worth of information that's not giving everything away, but making people think, oh, that could be interesting, I want to know more. But just for argument's sake, I'm just going to pick some, put in random times for this. Or you can sit here and you can listen to the entire episode now. That's also, fine. Sorry, I didn't mean to start that playing. Let's put that on mute. So you can also listen to it now, and then as it gets to wherever, you can be like, oh, that's a brilliant point. But regardless, let's say that I've listened to 4 minutes and 40 seconds, so I'm this point in, or if I already know that at the 6 minute and 30 mark, set that this is a brilliant 30 seconds. And I can then click on duration, and I can select if I want it to go anywhere from 15 seconds all the way up to 60 seconds. So let's say I know that at 6 minutes and 30 seconds, for the next 50 seconds, there is pure gold in here. I've got no idea what we are about to listen to, I will say, because I'm just picking this up for the purpose of this. But this is pure gold that I want my soundbite to be. I can then preview it. You get the idea. It will play it for the whole 50 seconds. But then there's also these two little bits here. So if you know exactly where you're going, you can just press preview the first 5 seconds. And you can think, yep, that's absolutely where I meant to start it. But equally, if you're playing around a little bit and you want to make sure that it cuts off at an exact point, you can preview the last 5 seconds as well, and that might make you think, oh, actually no, I need to lengthen it by 0.5 of a second, or shorten, or whatever. When you are happy with that, you're going to press sounds good and continue. So I'm going to click there, and it will come across to this page so I can customize my soundbite. Now I can have it with artwork only, or I can tick here and slide it across to including the text and the artwork, completely up to you. I'll go through both. If I'm doing artwork only, I'm going to choose whether or not I want it square. So good for Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. More Instagram feed. I would not use square for stories. You can do landscape, which again is great for YouTube, but you might want to use this slider to slide the audiogram around, and also portrait, and this is what I love for Instagram stories. Now, as I said, you've got this slider here, so you can move the little audio wave around. You can click over here and change the color. You can click in here and type in your hex color if you know what your hex colors you like, or you can just use the slider to change colors however you want there. But I like mine to be in white. You can change the artwork. I always have it custom, just set to my own default one. But if you wanted to, you can always change the graphic per episode if you want. You can either select file and upload, or you can click design with Canva and directly go into Canva. If you prefer to have text and artwork, then we're just going to slide the little toggle here, and you will see that immediately it comes up with the name of the podcast and also the title and who it's with. But you can also see that because I use long podcast names, that completely falls off the end. So what I like to do here is I break down the podcast name to just the Confident CEO, and I might take off either the guest's name or just include the guest's name, or I might shorten the episode title right down. So difference between an OBM and VA, for example, with Sadie Hewlett. With Sadie, let's just say with Sadie. You can see that's much shorter and much easier to look at. And again, you can do it in the portrait, landscape, or square. And again, you can change the background, the text, and the wave depending on what your branding is. Now, you can only choose one of these at any one time. So if you're doing this one for like Instagram stories, for example, but then you want to do one for landscape, you'll have to create them separately. So I'm going to do one for Instagram stories, for example, and I'm going to click create my soundbite. What this will then do is, when it says a few minutes, it literally means like 2 minutes. I'm not exaggerating there at all. And what will happen is in about 2 minutes time, you will get an email saying you can download your sound bites. And from the email, if you access it on your phone, the great thing about that is you can save it straight to your camera reel and then upload straight to Instagram stories or wherever. Click back to episode, and you can see it says here creating your visual soundbite. It'll take 3 to 5 minutes. As I said, it always takes less than 5 minutes. But once this happens, maybe go away, make yourself a cup of tea. When you come back, just refresh, and this will go into a green link, and you can click it, and then you can also download your soundbite from there. Now, once that is done, I will go back to one that I created in a previous episode. Let's just go, we need to find one where I've created a soundbite. So here we go. You can see here the one with Kate Butler-Ross, how it has, I can click here to download the soundbite, and that will then just be downloaded. Now, that was made in portrait for Instagram stories, and if I want to create a new one, then I'm going to press delete soundbite. Yes, that's what I want to do, and I'm now going to create a new one. It's actually already saved that my previous soundbite was at the 4:42 mark and it lasted for 20 seconds, which is great. Sounds good. Let's continue. And now I can download this one, which is in a landscape view for something, for another platform, perhaps like YouTube or my website, Facebook, wherever. And the process is exactly the same. Create my soundbite. And I'm going to go back to the episode, and I will get an email notification when that is ready. And also I will be able to, as you saw before, that will be in green, and I can press download. So that's how we're going to use create sound bites within Buzzsprout in order to promote our episode.